Hey guys, alright, so now we're going to take a look at some examples. You may or may not want to copy these down because you don't have this graph, but that's up to you on how you want to do that, or if you just want to, go back and watch as you work through your problems today. So on our notes, our first step was to identify the vertex. So if I look at this graph, this is the one I'm going to be focusing on. Here is the vertex. So the vertex is at the point -2, 1, and that's my H and K. Then I'm going to identify a point. On today's work, I've got 1 point so that we're all using the same one picked out for you on the graph. But I could identify any of these, so maybe I'll just use this one. And so that's at the point -1, 2. And so that's my X and my Y. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the vertex form. And again, like I said in the notes, I'm going to use Y instead of f of X. They mean the same thing. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug in the vertex here for H and K and my X and Y here. So Y is 2. I don't know A. That's what I'm solving for. X is -1. H is -2. And K is 1. All right, now here let's do some working things out. This is going to be plus. -1 plus 2 is 1, and 1 squared is 1. So 1 times A is just 1A or A, and you don't have to write the 1. Then we're going to subtract 1. So 2 minus 1 is 1, and then that's what A equals. So then to write the equation, we leave X and Y because we need our X and Y in our equation, and then we substitute in A, which is 1. We don't have to write, but I'm going to show it there. And then X minus H, and H was -2, so that's plus squared plus 1. So if I want to clean this up a little bit, it would be Y equals X plus 2 squared plus 1. All right, let's look at another example. So now we're going to go through this one. So again, the first thing I do is identify the vertex. That's at -2, 2. Identify a point. So maybe I'll use this one. That's at -1, -1. Then I substitute into my vertex form. So this is H, K, X, Y. And so we have -1 equals A. X is -1 minus H is -2 squared plus 2. So again, I do this. I get -1 equals -1 plus 2 is 1, and 1 squared is 1. So again, I get 1A plus 2, and then I subtract 2, and I get A equals -3. So then I substitute into my vertex form to write the equation. So Y equals A is -3. X minus H is -2, so that's plus squared, and then plus K is 2. So again, if I want to clean that up a little bit, -3 plus X plus 2 squared plus 2. Okay, quickly we'll do one more example. Okay, we'll look at this one. Actually, I'm going to look at this one. All right, so my vertex here is at 5, 2. So that's H and K. Another point, I'll use this one, is at 7, 3. So that's X and Y. So I substitute in Y is 3, don't know A, X is 7. And this video is just about to be up. H is 5, K is 2. So 7 minus 5 is 2, 2 squared is 4. Subtract 2. Divide by 4, and we get A equals 1/4. So I write Y equals 1/4 X minus 5 squared plus 2. All right, so I'm going to